That's bro right there, man. That's my bro, man. That's the nigga that woke me up. Got me up out that slump. Hell yeah. Himself got me about that
shit. Y'all still do the rally stuff? Go to the rallies when they have them, or has it slowed down?
I wouldn't know. I've never been to a parliament.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've never been to a parliament.
Okay. The church is where you lay your head in.
True indeed. Welcome back to the shit, everybody. Welcome back to the trap. Welcome back to the Detroit Talk Yo Sugar Honey Iced Tea podcast. I am your host with the most. I am King Self number 7, and I am joined with my co-host, one of the dopest brothers in the world. Not only because he's my brother, but he's just a dope individual in his own right.
What up, though? It's your boy Michael Belly in the house.
What's going on? Oh, and we are also here with a special guest. You know what I'm saying? A day one, if you would.
Facts.
Or yeah, you can say day one because I was on the cusp of adolescence when I met you.
Facts, we can roll.
So we spent quite a few summers together and over there on City Side / Franklin Wright.
Lafayette Shay.
Yes, sir. We here with Deuce the God.
Yo, what up, though? What's good? What's the dealie, man? Happy to be here, bro, man.
I'm glad to have you on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Big bro, man. God damn,
I tell people all the time, man, our platform is for the city, man. It's for whoever got something going on and want to showcase it or let the people see what they got.
Right, and what better way than to do that than talk your shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, where you can talk your shit. Yeah, feel free.
I'm gonna try to make it light a little bit, keep it a little entertaining, but try to make it light. But it's a pleasure to be on your platform, bro, man. I really appreciate it, man. Not a lot of people. Well, let me rephrase that. A lot of people talk that shit, but at the end of the day, they don't back it up, man. So,
right.
To be on the lines and be a boss while you on the line, man, kudos, bro. Kudos.
Thank you.
Kudos, bros.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Like, when we first started the podcast and I went through the friends that I would want to have on the show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You and your brother, you know what I'm saying, Mo, who we previously had on the show.
Feezy.
Right. Feezy, DJ Momentum.
No, the nigga, he did a breakdown with y'all. I'm the nigga brother, and I still I cannot pronounce the name. How he did? Wiz, like.
I forgot. I think it's Fuwali, something like that.
See,
I forget.
Big transformation, man.
I forget.
Yeah.
That's still bro. That's DJ Momentum.
Feezy!
Right. Feezy.
Facts.
But, you know what I'm saying? It was like I had to extend the olive branch for y'all because, you know what I'm saying, I've been around y'all when the league was first formulated.
The league. That's crazy. That's crazy that you bring that up. The league, something that we all did, especially being in what they call it City Side now, but back
Franklin Wright.
Yeah, Franklin Wright eras. The Franklin Wright era is definitely where the league started. But that name alone propelled this new movement, the BLB shit, which now we're using it as bringing leaders back. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the league.
Flipped it.
Yeah, shout out to the league. Shout out to the league for sure. And this is the first time you learned about music. As far as like paperwork wise too, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta have your paperwork.
Yeah, actually a homie took over the name, the league. So it kinda got to the point where it was like, how do you do that and you're not even a part of the group and you took the name, so that forced me that's how BLB got started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
First knowledge of the game. Like if that paperwork's not right,
Yeah.
you can forget about it. Don't matter if you came up with the idea. It's about who went to that patent office first. You know, so but you live and learn, and you keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
But shout out to the league. I still got that shit tattooed. I ain't get that removed off my arm. My first tattoo.
Why would you, man?
No, I can't. That's fundamentals right there.
That's proof right there that this your shit, man.
Yeah. Well, me and the bro, we still feel like
but
that.
like you said, though. First to the motherfucking office, the patent office.
Yeah.
Gets the motherfucking shit.
Yeah, and when you so vested, especially as because we was like kids back in the days. So being so vested in something, you feel like it's your own. So once you start hearing that motherfuckers put paperwork behind shit, it opens your eyes to being a grown up, actually. So it wasn't no hindsight's looking at it, ain't no big deal. But back then it was a big deal. It's like, how the fuck you gonna try to take the lead from a nigga?
It hits you like, yeah. We can't fuck around with this shit.
Yeah, facts.
We ain't trying to get motherfucking NWA out here.
Yeah. But shout out to the big homie that did that, man, because if it wasn't ultimately for that, I would have never even looked at shit like that or a certain way.
It taught you a lesson.
That was a big up.
It taught you a very, very valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Do some fuck shit.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts.
Okay. Like, how long this new movement been popping?
The League BLB now.
Like, I need one of those.
Yeah, this something that I got the bro working on too, man. We kind of like in the developmental stage right now.
Okay.
Because the bro got the Now Valley going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like the off branch. So the League, it's still the League, but we had to put the BLB on it for the writers' purposes because of owning it or.
Right, and I like the way y'all flipped it.
Yeah, so basically we got the bro trying to work on this being a part of his movement.
Okay.
And it would be his movement because he has an ideal of where he wants to go with certain things as far as like the clothes. So,
right.
And us being originally from the West Side, one thing we know how to do is match. So West Side told us.
I didn't know y'all was really from the West.
Yeah, man. Like we got a story. Puritan and Asbury Park is originally where we.
Okay.
I learned how to fight and everything. Got into 1,000 fights almost a day. It seemed like Puritan and Asbury Park.
Yeah, but I lived in that area before. But
So you could kind of understand then.
Yeah,
that was my first touch of gangs.
Black hole.
I didn't understand school crap. Finkel, nigga, they blood down. I didn't, but when you go like the downtown area, that felt like
Finkel niggas is Bloods. PA niggas is really Crips.
Okay. See, now you giving me a history.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you giving me a history.
When we stayed up there on Illinois and Midland, we was closer to Puritan than we was closer to Finkel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we previously lived on Finkel, so that's why I learned that, because over them FA niggas, they were wearing red, and the PA niggas was wearing blue.
But
so
being from Livernois in that area, because that's a stretch. Because Puritan, Asbury Park, Southfield Freeway. So the Livernois, you would think that was 5 miles from each other, a little longer than that, maybe.
Yeah.
A little longer?
Yeah, but it was like, we had homies down there.
Asbury Park to Livernois.
Yeah, that's a stretch, right?
We had homies all throughout that motherfucker.
Because I never knew when he said that, like, the PA niggas was Crips. I didn't see that on that side of the Southfield Freeway. So that's why I'm like, damn, how long was the stretch to where...
Yeah, I say from Livernois, Puritan area, from there to Puritan, and like Wyoming, a little bit past Wyoming.
I've never seen that shit.
I was saying
gangs?
A little bit past Wyoming.
Wow.
What?
I've never seen them niggas. I've never seen the group of niggas wearing red. I've never seen the group of niggas wearing blue. Growing up through the 90s,
right?
I've never seen that shit.
Oh yeah, because your gangs wasn't like a singular color. You know what I'm saying? You came up
But
with the
I came over there.
YBI niggas.
came over
Them niggas
there.
wear whatever the fuck they wanted to wear.
But then I come over there and visit. When I came over there and visited y'all.
Yeah, nigga, you was at the crib. Nigga, you wasn't rolling with us through the hood.
Nigga. Oh, so I don't know nothing else about that area but where y'all stayed at. Nigga.
Not saying that.
Okay, but I'm saying this is shit I did not see back then.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm not saying it wasn't there.
Well, every hood I say there, nigga, I
see.
saw gang members. I saw drug dealers. I saw motherfucking pimps and hoes. Nigga, I saw all that shit in every hood I lived in. I seen all them shit.
Well, you know what? To paint a broader picture, this is right when Michael Jordan was first popping off. Because believe it or not, in certain areas of the D, niggas was not wearing Michael Jordans.
Hell no.
At all.
No.
It wasn't until after that dunk contest with a nigga from the free
talking
throw line.
Are you talking about
when
Dominique?
niggas from the D
No.
started wearing. What'd you say, Big
I'm
homie?
tell you when.
Okay.
When they banned his shoes. Remember the NBA banned
Oh,
his
you not lying.
And
Yeah.
niggas went outside buying them bitches
That
because
was
they
what,
thought
92,
because they
93?
thought them bitches would make you jump like Jordan for real.
I wanna
Niggas
say-
don't buy them bitches. Dog.
Yeah,
That's
everybody
like
want to be
88.
like Mike, nigga.
That's 88, 87,
The
88 type
NBA
of
banned
round.
them bitches and he couldn't wear them bitches in the league.
It's
Yeah.
not lying. So it's a big, but that's when I first
That was
started.
around 87.
I feel you.
So 87, 88.
I feel you because in our household, nigga, Michael Jordan was the enemy.
Yeah, you couldn't wear them.
Hell
But
no.
after you could wear them is when I started seeing the gang culture. Like, I'm
Right,
like, wow,
okay.
I didn't understand that it was.
I
it was
see
like
that shit all my life.
But moving downtown?
Stand Michael Jordan, baby.
It was.
Yeah,
I don't
did
know.
nobody.
I don't
You
know
from
what it is.
Detroit.
Maybe because of the stereotypes of gangs in the movies, that it was like them niggas just stuck out. They just looked like the stereotype. So either they was, or they was just rocking the fashion because the stereotypes became the fashion in the night.
Because
Okay,
I'm saying, like, back in the 80s.
But it was like, nigga, them
They
niggas
came
look like
back-
Crips to
back in the
me.
80s, niggas wasn't wearing colors, but you had Schoolcraft Boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had the motherfucking
You had
Adidas boys. Yeah, you had fractions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Whatever area, you know what I'm saying? It was like that.
But they wasn't
You
wearing
stayed in
singular
that
colors.
area, you held that area down.
Right,
Yeah.
facts. That's
They didn't
facts.
wear singular colors like that. Motherfuckers was still able to wear whatever the fuck they wanted. They OGs wasn't telling them niggas like, yo, nigga, we only rocking this color because, nigga, this our color. This is
Right,
us, nigga.
right.
This is
'Cause
set.
that's the OG
Like,
Butch that did the YBI, right?
California started that shit. Really.
Yeah, the YBI. Yeah, Butch. Yeah, my bad.
California
Shout out to
started,
Big Butch, man.
California
Yeah.
started
He
that
been
kind
out
of
for a
shit.
minute too.
And them young boys was getting money.
Facts.
Young niggas was getting money.
Yeah.
Niggas was eating, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Because the CIA flooded the
Oh
streets.
my God.
Cocaine. Man,
Oh
these
my
are
God.
facts,
No,
bro.
you right.
Because
you
niggas
right.
ain't got, look, Furious Styles
Right.
said it best, nigga. We ain't got no boats.
Yeah.
We ain't got no planes, so we not floating or flying that shit in here.
Hey, look at Snowfall.
Man, how y'all feel about that? Because y'all know,
That shit is true.
Right,
my
that's
man
what
Rick
Rick Ross.
had beef with John
CIA
Singleton
it
for
all
that.
started-
I saw that. I view that as, nigga, that's the biography of Rick Ross, nigga. Freeway Ricky.
Okay, yeah.
Crack hit the streets out in California.
It was
a
over.
CIA agent that was bringing that shit in.
Yeah.
You know, Hollywood gonna tell you the truth, but they gonna change it up.
They
Nigga,
got two
That's-
kids.
that's
we
what
want to know
Hollywood
white
is.
boy Rick.
Yeah, same shit.
Who the fuck
Same
gave all
shit.
that dope to white
Same
boy Rick?
And I guess back in
That's
them
what-
times, you had to be dumb as hell to think that
That's what
actual white boy
Hollywood-
was able to run it, the city like that. 'Cause
No,
that's how they
he
painted
was
him.
a pawn on the board.
Until they started pointing him like an informant, and then you find out his pops was like, that's a crazy story, yo.
Yep, and then that's when you learn the real
That's a
truth.
crazy
Like
story.
these niggas just pawns on the board, nigga. They was a fall. They was set up to be the fall guy when shit got too hot.
Right, facts.
When shit get too hot, you always gotta have a fall guy because somebody gotta be accountable for this shit.
Facts.
It ain't gonna be us.
Facts.
So you gotta preset a nigga, insert a nigga in there that you have already designated to be the fall guy. That's how this shit works.
So already playing chess before you
Yes.
even see the board. Wow. So with that goes to say that everything we do in life is political. Everything is
Shit, up to this
politically-
point,
Even how you sit and pay your bills.
Just like
How about you was created that?
like your brother said, like your brother said on the episode, like yeah, nigga, everything is tested ground now, nigga. Everything.
That's a harsh reality, but I understand.
Yeah, the algorithm, and the huge think tank of Al Cracker, nigga, is
Al Cracker.
Man,
I feel you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's a crazy game.
Yeah, how do 1% control 99%?
Yeah, in our minds. I mean, it depends what you chasing. I feel like they done stripped our culture so much that we act like our European brothers and sisters. So with that being said, our dreams are their dreams now. We no longer have our own dreams no more. How I feel, my opinion. Deuce the God opinion. There's nobody else on the panel opinion but my opinion.
Right.
But I think going through all that shit that we don't even have a culture no more, so we develop our European brothers and sisters' way of living. So, and you know how we do though. We just remix everything. We can take the simplest and we go.
Nah, at the same true indeed. Now at the same time, it all depends on your definition of. No, because it's two definitions of culture. It's the actual definition of culture and the universal definition of culture. You know what I'm saying?
What I mean by this, for example, my government name is Robert Dupree, right?
Right.
Nowhere in the history would suggest that a nigga like me should have that name, right? So that means that at one point in time, somebody done stripped me of my national ability. They colonized my ass somewhere throughout history to where I'm a European, but I don't look like one, but I'm named one.
See, that can be fishy too, because it's like not all names that we have trace back to slave master. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I learned that like with the name Smith. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean
European name.
True indeed, but it doesn't not necessarily mean that your name came from the slave master. You know what I'm saying? Because when a lot of slaves was freed and they had no name, they took on the name of their trade. So if you was a blacksmith or some shit like that, you took on that name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that through doing some research, and it kind of pulled me back on that energy.
Like just to slow down.
Yeah, like, you know what? Let's not jump to conclusion off the dribble, because it's a lot of motherfuckers named Smith, and it was when they was free, they was blacksmiths. So they just took the name Blacksmith or Smith.
Okay. I could dig that. Well, I know for a fact Dupree is a fucking.
But I feel the same way about mine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like the name Freeman.
Yeah.
Freeman.
Oh,
Freeman actually.
So the history of that is the niggas that was actually free.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I do remember getting taught that. So okay.
Like Jameson. Like your last name is James, so you just put, you know what I'm saying, or your father's name is James when y'all was free, but he passed on, so you was the son of James, so Jameson.
So certain names then.
Yeah, certain shit, you know what I'm saying, it could go a different way.
Damn, now I'm about to
all, but I feel
what y'all think would be nigga names?
I feel you though, bro, because my name.
So if your name Robert Black, you definitely was a slave, nigga. That's
because my government name is Alan Xavier Gibson. All three names is European by origin.
Right.
It is nothing about being European.
Slave.
You know what I'm saying? It's either Irish or Scottish. All three of those names individually. It's like
okay, all right.
So it's like, hey, nothing about me European at all.
Okay, all right. Technically, because of where is that?
Right. I've never been over there. Have no desire on going over there.
You say period. But they drink, and I just thought about it too. Like they got their share of they got a community full of Moors over there, meaning full of black motherfuckers that look like us.
Full of black Moors.
Would shock the fuck out of us.
Like it shocked the fuck out of me when I was watching Black Knight. And they was referring to Martin to Moore off the dribble.
Yeah.
And I never understood that until I started doing the knowledge of the Moors.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
So
they just dropped some real shit in the movie as a joke for him, but that's some real shit.
Right.
They addressed him real.
They tell the truth. Some real shit.
Hell yeah, they tell the truth in the movie like some
motherfuckers. Where they get their stories from, man.
Right.
From real shit.
You gotta get it from somewhere, right?
Yeah. A lot of shit is just embellished and, you know what I'm saying?
I was telling my pops that shit.
You know
I was telling pops that shit, Mike. Like, movies are not just movies, my nigga. Movies are not just movies, nigga. They are not just for sheer, pure entertainment.
Right.
Not for real, nigga. They will drop some real shit that they doing in the movie, nigga, because they know that the 85 ain't gonna do shit.
Right. So where would you draw the inspiration from if you haven't seen it before or something? So, you know, it has to be right. The movies.
Like, have y'all seen the new Matrix?
I really didn't.
You ain't watch it, or you ain't get into it?
I watched it. I didn't like it.
I fell asleep on it.
I didn't like it. I really did.
Okay, now now going into it, did you remember any from the last?
Yeah, because
movies?
My girl laughed at me. I watched all the Matrix, before I watched the new one because it came on the HBO set. So HBO had it set up to where they had all the movies on them. So once it dropped, I watched the new one and I was not impressed. Like, and it seemed like their budget wasn't there. Like,
see, because you looking for smoke and mirrors. You looking for the action and bullet times and that shit. That shit ain't have nothing to do with that.
That might be facts.
Low key, they dropped so much real shit in this new fucking Matrix movie, nigga. That shit had me like, oh my motherfucking god, no they ain't.
The Jews that you can say off rip that you feel like, damn, that I missed.
The new architect, well, the son of the architect.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga dropped some Jews of reality in his movie when he was the premises of how he designed this new Matrix.
Right.
Because all Neo did was, spoiler alert, all Neo did was reboot the Matrix. Like the architect said. He said, nigga, you ain't the one, nigga, you the sixth version of the one.
Right.
So if you do win, you ain't gonna do nothing but reboot the system. Right. The system is still going to remain. So we just gonna hit y'all with another version.
That was said in all the other movies.
Yes, so this movie was version 7 of the Matrix. And this nigga said that we put out more being distracted and all, you know what I'm saying, what's going on today is giving him a way more output than what any other architect could ever imagine.
Well, you just did it.
Feeding us the bullshit, like, and I'm like, oh my god, nigga, I dropped the blunt.
You did it big on that one because me, if it was a DVD, I would have took that shit and threw it out my window like I did Belly Part 2.
Nigga, I dropped the blunt, nigga. That was some bullshit.
That's how I felt. Like
that was some bullshit. But I remember how the last one ended.
Right.
So it was like it picks up from that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Neo did allow himself to get absorbed by Agent Smith.
Yeah, technically they was dead. It was over with.
But he wasn't dead.
How they
took him and reinserted him.
Yeah.
And he knew it, but he chose to stay dormant because of everything. He's just like, I guess he was just like, I'm just whatever, nigga. Yeah, this is too much. It's overwhelming.
I definitely smoked too much weed in my teenage years because all that shit went over my head. I'm like,
nigga.
And you right. I was looking for the shit. Like I said, I watched 1, 2, 3, and then the next day I see this shit.
Like how they did Morpheus.
You ain't have enough money in the budget to go get Lawrence Fishburne again, my nigga. Like, what the fuck?
He out of shape, though.
No, but
that's true. Okay.
No, but the
story. Keanu didn't look no better.
But look, you gotta remember the storyline.
Fighting on top of trucks. And shit.
Okay.
But the storyline was 60 years later.
Fact.
That nigga died. But the thing was, the Matrix took the philosophy of Morpheus.
No, you know what? Fuck that. Why they do the black man like that?
And the blueprint code of an agent and mashed them. Because it's the new version of the Matrix.
Okay, so you would think they would do all their characters like that. Trinity and Neo came back, as hell, say shit. Why they do the black man like that?
Because Neo
and Trinity together are the one.
But that's just it, though.
So fuck the black man.
Neo was never the one.
Fuck the black man. I mean, okay, yeah,
the Oracle told
right,
the truth.
Yeah.
Neo was not the one. Agent Smith is the one.
Yeah.
Because
But
Agent
they wanted
Smith,
the same.
Agent Smith called the Oracle mother.
But they the same.
He
They
addresses her as the mother, and the architect said that the one is the son of the architect. I mean, of the Oracle.
See, man, yeah, fuck that. It's just like some shit.
You gotta keep up.
Yeah, that's big facts. That's big facts. I just wish they could have just left it alone.
I liked it. Just like I like the new Space Jam. Everybody say that was some bullshit, nigga. That shit was way better than the first
Now
one.
that's a whole different.
And I'm not even being biased because of Michael Jordan shit. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron had bad acting in it too. I'm just talking about the actual story.
The storylines of both was good.
The story was way better. It was more character development.
Well, Space Jam, the first one came out in what?
96.
Yeah, so we was doing a lot of different shit, like right before Tupac died, type shit, right?
And it was better because LeBron was just better because
Mike
had the old cheesy ass cartoons and LeBron had fucking CGI.
True.
Okay, so technology.
But my
so what
thing
you said is technology
that made it better.
But I liked it. But
my story was better than mine.
My findings for the film goes beyond the visuals. It's the actual story, nigga. It's more emphasis on the black family, nigga.
Yeah, but
the father and son.
But you know what was going to draw the kids? The fucking animation.
Yes. But I'm not a kid, so I'm into the story.
You ask a kid what was the storyline, they probably couldn't tell it to you.
I like the game that the kid designed.
That's facts. That's
but the
facts.
thing, also, they showcase that nigga, the little black mind is creative and inventive as fuck. The game rules they was playing under was dope as hell. That was an upgraded version of NBA Jam.
Okay,
I'm talking about real life shit. I'm talking about in real life. Them motherfuckers was aiming at the parents to bring them kids because them kids was gonna see LeBron one, and then they gonna see
they was bridging the gap
for
they was bridging the gap for Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes been out since the 20s.
Yeah, that's facts.
But Mike's was cheesy.
Not the 2020s. You talking about the 1920s?
Mike's only cheesy because of what
the time period
comparing it to, right? But again, that's another form where they made the black man look weak because the first Space Jam, Mike in that role superior. It wasn't no question. This LeBron one, even though I loved it, right? He was questioning himself. I'm not doing it's like they made a weaker form again of the black man. Like Hollywood does this all the fucking time. How you go from superiority? Because clearly Mike was running all the shots. It didn't matter. It didn't matter who the fuck was on Mike's team. You knew they was looking ass on Bron shit and all this. It's like, okay, was he thinking about his kid and all that? Mike like, fuck it, he ain't taking no out. Nigga, we winning. This one it was soft.
Now,
because of the LeBron comparison.
But this is what I'm saying. This the only knock I would say on this. But it was a good movie. Both of them was good.
I can see that perspective, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they were showing LeBron in a weak male state because he's weighing he's weighing everything. He's not just I don't give a fuck, give me the ball. He's weighing the magnitude of everything.
So let's not say LeBron.
He's like, nigga, I just want my
somebody
kid.
that look like
I don't give a fuck about this game. I just want my kid.
Yeah, but in that role, just think about how that role changed. Space Jams.
Yeah.
How you go to something of dominance, superiority to I'm not sure. Even though the outcome was the same.
I felt that way in Coming to America too.
I got the answer right here.
Well, okay, hold that first.
Yeah.
Get this answer, then the Coming to America too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
y'all forgot who was the villain, right?
Don Cheadle.
Mike didn't have no villain Don Cheadle going fighting against him.
The algorithm. Yeah. Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Right, so
Mike didn't have nobody fighting against him like that. That was
I
mean, but not like
the cartoon alien was the nigga who sent the little what's the name to zap the motherfucking talent from the NBA stars and create the monsters.
But it wasn't
like the algorithm. Right. I see what you said because it's my
oh man, now that was not here. Go ahead and get to your what's the name, but it was a black on black shit now. Damn! You can't even escape the way y'all motherfuckers tricky out here.
But I felt that how you felt about Space Jam and Coming to America too.
Why?
Because the original Coming to America, Akeem was a strong-minded, self-thinking man.
Right.
And the second one, he was weak. He was a yes man. He was always, I don't know if I could do this. And then when the motherfucker told him, like, nigga, you gotta have a son in order to keep the motherfucking land, keep being king. He's like, wait a minute, nigga, I'm a motherfucking man. Nigga, I can be king. Nigga, I'm king now. I don't give a fuck about your goddamn army. Nigga, I guess we gonna be banging in this bitch. He let the general come in this motherfucking house and punk him.
That's okay, yeah.
And his own daddy was like, yeah, you gotta have a son.
Hakeem got weak over the years since his daddy ruled for so fucking long. So
that's the
point.
He
died and Hakeem took over. Hakeem didn't know what the fuck
that's
to do.
That's the point, though. When they left off, Hakeem was still strong-minded.
So we still not gonna blame the white man? Hello? He went to America, got an Americanized bitch, right? Then, he got involved in the European culture, right? And 20-something years later, the nigga weak. I mean, duh. Like, that's just what it is.
And I didn't like how they...
Thank you, white man.
How they threw in illegitimate kid.
That was fucked up. But
I didn't like that. That shit was bogus as hell. Yeah. The niggas ain't stop at no goddamn shorty's house on the way from the bar to the damn church.
But they made it look real. They made it look real enough. But Eddie, he interested. Because he made a domestic violence movie, right? And it went over people's head. He
really did.
People don't...
With himself.
Norbit. I just gave it away. Yeah. You look at it like a comedy... But just imagine
it was really
the Makers of Pressure, Precious, by the way, was the scariest movie I ever seen. But just imagine if the makers of that did that Norbit like that without the comedy. It would have been something crazy. But he made it like niggas actually get their ass whooped by their bitches.
He was really in a real life domestic oppressed relationship.
Or was I the only one that looked at it like that?
No. I saw that.
Laughed at it. The nigga got out the window.
I saw it. I was waiting for the nigga to grow a sack of nuts.
Oh. So, okay.
How long you gonna eat chicken ass, my nigga?
Could you make comedy like that if it was a woman and the man, like vice versa? If a woman played the Eddie role and the man played the Retribution role, I think I know the answer. I think the culture cancel niggas.
No,
I don't even think that would have even got out.
No, that's no.
But the shit like this,
I don't even think in any generation.
Maybe in the 20s, they ain't give a fuck about bitches. Like bitches even had right to vote.
Well, yeah.
You can slap your bitches.
Yes.
Caveman style.
In the 80s, yes.
They ain't give a
fuck.
fuck.
Flew because little bits and pieces of it flew in the 80s. With the Hollywood Shuffle with the "Where's my bitches?"
Oh man! Shout out to Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend was
the creator. Also came up with Eddie. Also
way ahead of his time, bro.
My Heartbeats didn't even get popping until like 3-4 years later after it came out. Shout out to Comey, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he showed mad love to Detroit. He always pulling somebody from Detroit to work with. So you know what I'm saying. He's definitely one of my favorite producer, movie directors. That's just in general. It ain't got nothing to do with color.
Right.
Just in general.
Keenan Ivory Wayne is just another one that comes from that tree.
Brilliant. They got some brilliant minds.
At one point in time, they always hanging together. So.
Brilliant minds.
Just imagine the conversations
they had in that movie, Hollywood Show.
The exploitation of the stereotype.
Hollywood Show. The food shit. Him and John Witherspoon.
The whole bit with the exploitation.
Winky Dinky. Right.
The exploitation stereotype comedy, nigga. That shit is brilliant, man, because you bring in awareness to it, and at the same time, motherfuckers laugh, dog, because that whole how they used to have us act in the 70s, bro.
Say, man.
That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious, man.
Yeah. Stereotypes. He was the first one to really put that shit out there about how blacks just get stereotyped to movies.
Him or let me go a little bit farther. What about Mario Van Peebles?
Nigga,
Dolomite. Mario Van Peebles. He did the Wetback. Sweetback. My bad.
Yeah. And he had one of the greatest motherfucking westerns known to man, in my opinion.
What, Posse?
Hell yeah.
That was the son that did that. But yeah. Mario and Melvin.
What did
Melvin the
Mario
way
Van Peebles.
that's his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he not only was
son.
he in it, I could have sworn that he executive produced on that.
I could have seen him
saw his name in the credits on that.
Mario was the one behind that one though, yeah.
Kane
But I
was
can
in
see
that
that though, yeah.
That was shit.
Tiny Lister.
What's the
That was
nigga?
sick.
Funky Cole Medina, Tone Loc, right? What Tone Loc in
I
that?
believe so.
Yeah, I think Tone Loc was in Posse too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that motherfucker was star-studded.
What?
That's what star-studded.
Nigga said, you know what tribe they come from? He said, where they come from? The Motisa tribe.
Well, that was a classic.
That was
That
classic.
was a classic.
That's why I love movies, man. It's like it's a great form of entertainment and still a learning tool.
Nah, I watched that new Ghostbusters that came out.
I need to watch that.
I didn't yet. I want to watch it though.
I'm not going.
I need to
I'm
watch
not going to say
that
nothing because I don't want to spoil it for y'all.
Okay,
but-
spoiler alert.
I finally got to get on my movie binge.
So did they have the old school niggas actually in the new one?
In the camera, they just
Yeah,
cameos.
they had Dan Aykroyd.
Mm-hmm.
That's my nigga.
They had the black dude and fucking Bill Murray.
Okay,
That's my dirty.
And they had the chick, the damn secretary chick that liked the Egon.
Wow.
What was her name? I forgot.
I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about.
Egon, I ain't gonna tell them what y'all niggas gotta see it.
So they went back to the original form because for a minute they went.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say they went right or left.
with the girls. They did with
I don't want to say sidetrack either because it was decent.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
but they did
sidetrack.
They got off of the storyline.
Weaker or lesser.
It was
okay,
a totally different story.
Yeah,
it was a totally different story.
I roll with that.
They just kept little elements of it. Like what was really dope to me was the new Resident Evil. The Walking the Raccoon City.
I didn't see that.
Now, what I will say is,
I'll probably watch that tonight.
Not the original Resident Evil movie. Definitely should have been like that. It was way more elements of the video game, and
technology
like
better
game
now?
scenes, like game cut scenes was in the movie, nigga.
Wow. So the nigga just bust out of nowhere. The ugly monster shit, you know how they did it in the video games, and you get to play for so long, and then the nigga just come out of nowhere.
Kind of.
I remember when you walk up on the very first walk, fucking zombie. He be
eating the nigga.
Yeah.
Eating the nigga. You walk up on him, that motherfucker turn
Guess
around.
What? That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
That's in the movie.
They played that in the commercial.
Wow.
Yep, that's in the movie.
Damn, that's from the game.
Wow.
With, damn, see, it'd be a spoiler alert.
Wow.
Because they in the mansion.
The end of the
that's
movie.
That's how you know.
It's
after the game because they in the mansion.
The end of the movie.
In the mansion.
So that's another one I gotta.
The end of the movie is game accurate. Like nigga, that's shit.
Like the train shit part, all
it's
that
shit.
It's
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I was gonna watch it last night.
It's motherfucking shit. Like,
but I chose the Ghostbusters
classic character, classic character traits.
Now you got one on your hands, then.
Yeah, that's shit. I finally watched that same Chi. I finally watched that. That was good. That Marvel joint.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that shit was good. All the Marvel shit's good, man. The Marvel action cinema is just, the production is just
hey,
incredible.
That motherfucker.
That shit's incredible what they doing, man, with
that
that CGI.
The Spider-Man shit. What about that? I ain't seen
Victor,
it, but I heard it was
Spider-Man was
Victor
shit.
seen it. Victor says it's the best.
Shit.
So they really did have all three of these motherfucking Spider-Man?
Tobey Maguire.
Victor says it's the best Spider-Man.
And the new dude. Yeah, they was all working together.
My youngest son, Victor, said it's the best Spider-Man. I'm not only the best Spider-Man, it's the best Marvel movie that they came out with. He said this shit is better than all the Avengers. Any movie that's Marvel is topping.
It's running now.
He said it's topping.
It's better than the last.
In his opinion,
it's better than the last couple of Marvel movies that came out. It's better than the fucking Black Widow.
Black Widow
was good, but
she ain't got no powers like that. She got powers. She whoop ass, but
there's a lot of niggas that's heroes ain't got power.
Yeah, you want to be a hero?
And DC and Marvel.
Yeah, but you gotta.
Hey, that Hawkeye series was was live.
Hawkeye ain't got no powers.
Hawkeye was fucking.
Yeah,
He just accurate than a motherfucker.
He definitely ain't got no power.
He just accurate than a bitch.
I mean, he got his ass whooped. He had to put go to the side.
Yeah, because he's military trained, but he ain't got no powers.
And he was trained by the motherfucking samurais too. Because that nigga was operating the sword.
Okay. But Mike.
Oh, when he did the in-game shit, when his family.
Can a nigga fly?
No, he can't fly.
Can he throw projectiles out his hands?
Hell yeah, he should be able to if he can fucking shoot an arrow.
No, I'm talking about can he shoot energy balls? Nigga, I ain't got my thing.
So stars or something. Yeah, he can throw stars.
Nigga, like, nigga, I agree with that one comedian. I forget his name. Nigga, Captain America's trash.
And I'm gonna tell y'all what else is good.
Nigga, you must say see that motherfucking clip from the comedian. See, he wrote some very valid points about Captain America.
Oh yeah, I see.
What's the comedian name?
I forget his name, though. I forget his name. I really do. I really do. I forget his name. But he was like, Captain America's trash. And he went on a little rant on why this nigga is trash. For one, he was like, the only reason why Captain America is he got stuck with a dirty needle. He couldn't pass the fucking physical test.
That's true. He was weak as fuck.
Two, nigga, when you became Captain America, during civil rights. Nigga, where the fuck was you during the movement? Nigga, you ain't help no niggas.
I ain't see you in Selma, nigga.
Nigga, he was like, you ain't help no niggas. Then after the thaw, you get out the thaw, you want to help your friend. That's a motherfucking criminal that's been assassinating niggas for over the past 70 goddamn years.
He got real reasons.
So you want to save your mans, even though he been killing niggas for decades.
So you put him in the spell, right?
He got stuck with a dirty needle too. Then, nigga, when you win, you had one motherfucking job after Endgame was to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you take the motherfucking shit back. Woo, 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 woo. What you do is you go back in time and hook up. You go back in time and hook up with old girl and live a whole fucking life, and then you come back and drop off the motherfucking shield and shit and retire and shit. But here's the thing. You don't give it to a nigga who got powers like you. You give it to a nigga. You give it to a black man who ain't got another goddamn power.
Which was probably his ancestor of a slave. Here, nigga. Keep up the good work.
But nigga, not only is Bucky a super nigga like you, he got a whole adamantium arm, nigga.
That's true.
I mean, vibranium arm.
So nigga,
it's logical
to
give it to him because he gotta fight niggas with superpowers. So you gonna give it to a nigga?
Are you shitting on the black man?
No, I'm not shitting on him.
Hey, they shitted on the black man.
Yeah, they did.
That's what I'm saying. Captain America ain't shit.
Because even coming to Wakanda, they fuck after him. Don't we let him in?
I'm talking about.
Yeah. As soon as they let Captain America in, nigga, you kind of get fucked up.
Yeah, that is true.
Captain America trash,
I'm talking
bro.
about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Before Captain America, there was a super soldier and he was black.
Yes.
And he was doing all these jobs for the government. And they discharged this nigga and just left the nigga out to hang.
Yep, made Captain America and gave all the glory to him. Some
deep shit. Yeah. So again, white man.
They went deep on that series. They went deep on that series.
Zero. Sound like it. Sound like the same shit. Hey. But it's interesting because when you watch the movies, like I watch it in 3 forms. I watch it sober, I watch it high, then I watch it in the third eye. So it's like I get a little trifecta there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm breaking it down.
Like Star Wars?
No, I hated Star Wars.
You hated Star Wars?
I hated Star Wars.
That shit is so chock full of story, man. You're a false slave.
I'm talking about the Book of Boba Fett.
My brother said that was cold. My brother said he liked it.
That shit cold because
they
they show how that nigga survived. Because remember in fucking Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker supposed to kill that nigga when Jabba the Hutt tried to feed them niggas to the sand pit monster.
Right.
Remember?
I remember that.
He took off on Luke. Luke pulled the saber out and cut his rocket, and the nigga hit the side of the ship that was on the fell in the damn sand thing.
Right.
That nigga survived that shit, dog.
Oh shit! I
So it's breaking up from then.
Well,
I mean, not from then, but
they show you how he survived because he had supposedly had died.
Okay.
But they actually show you how he survived. That nigga was inside the creature, dog. The nigga blasted his way out that bitch.
That's deep.
And then dug up out the sand and came up out that motherfucker like.
Nigga, out the dirt, nigga.
Out that shit.
So, big bro, you say that's the first watch?
I'm glad.
Must watch.
That's gonna bring us to.
It's serious.
Okay.
That's gonna bring us to the song from the dirt.
Man,
let's listen to.
That's interesting.
Let's listen to the new creation.
Ooh,
that shit was good. That shit
Which-
was good.
Which Deuce himself said when the album dropped, niggas gonna be like, man, this song right here is on the low end.
Yeah. To me, as the artist, I feel like this was the song that was definitely on the low end. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. I loved even creating it. Matter of fact, when I first got back out here trying to write again, that was the first song that I did.
See, that's the one thing I do admire about you as an artist. That you will put the mirror up and critique yourself and be like, you know what? Hell no, that shit garbage. I'm about to rewrite that shit, nigga. That shit trash. Because a lot of motherfuckers think everything they spit hot. Just because they spit it.
No. But you can train yourself to eventually get there. But at the same time, especially if this shit that you want to do, you have to be realistic about any and every approach that you take.
Right, because I'm about to say, man, every artist know when a song is hot and when a song is sound.
You know what?
Hey, remember
a
couple songs we did?
I just
the couple joints that we did. That
was,
Poor Man's Grind, that my joint Poor Man's Grind, to me, that's a motherfucker.
Cool.
Hit.
But
to me.
It didn't make the light of day.
And then that where Roger at, like you said that shit was kind of whack. And I was
I didn't like it.
I was like, nigga, them shit's fire.
I didn't like it.
And then as I listened to it more and more, I'm like, you know what? I could have tightened up a couple of bars.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I could have tightened up a couple of bars there.
And you know why?
The concept is fire.
Yeah, the concept was fire. And I didn't know then why I didn't like it. I know why I didn't like it now. Because it was like one of them concepts that we wasn't all in together. It was like, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it was something that you and your cuz had.
Yeah.
It came over, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, let me go and jump on it. Versus, I think that song in particular right there would have been did justice if we could have been around each other.
Right, because normally we all be in the lab. We're here to beat 50 times.
Yeah.
We freestyle for an hour or two before niggas even put anything on paper.
And not saying that format don't work like that. I just think in that instant it didn't work like that.
Like it took. I'm gonna get to the song in a second, but it took a lot of me just self-reflecting to appreciate your process, because it was a couple of things in y'all process, y'all format that I was like, man, this shit's taking too long. It's like, nigga, if I know my motherfucking verse, just let me just jump in the booth, let me spit it out in its entirety.
Right.
Let me stack that bitch once, maybe twice, ad-lib, nigga, we move the fuck on.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? You were more like, no, stack that shit again.
Yeah.
Stack it again. Stack it again. I'm like, man, I done spit this verse about 6 times, bro. Like, what the fuck?
You want it as accurate as you can. Because my thing, you write the words, you want to be able to manipulate the words.
Right.
You know, and not sound like you actually read. You know? So,
yes.
And a lot of times people that, well, now it's a whole different thing. Niggas, they hustling so hard out here these days. These motherfuckers just going in the booth and spending 6-7 hours just freestyling, getting back, come back in the booth and do
they doing that.
To me, that it wastes too much time.
Yeah, they doing the Tupac shit where it's like they're sound biting from the freestyles and hand making the verse.
It's crazy. I think it's some people could do it. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of us can't. Man, it's a waste of time. To me, some of us. Yeah, some of us.
But y'all process did teach me, you know, the whole science of, you know what I'm saying, laying. Because when it get mixed down, it'd be beneficial.
Yeah. You got more to play with, more to freak up.
Right.
You know, but the game is different too. Even technology, even the time period we talking about, the technology wasn't even like it is now. Like, I could literally just do whatever.
Yeah.
Not like shit.
Do whatever you want.
You know, being from the dirt.
Oh, you got the motherfucking barking on.
Yeah. Being from the dirt, you see things different. Wow. The big homie said, like I said, this is the first song that we mixed, man. So let's get it recorded. Ayy, flexing on anybody trying to say something. So your best bet not to say nothing. Need to learn the game, nigga gotta stay humble. Punch your niggas in the face, nigga bare knuckles. I've been putting in this work, doing overtime. Put the pedal to the floor, I'm in overdrive. On my Dr. Dre shit, nigga, let me ride. Get the fuck out my way, nigga, let me box. I don't never look back, I keep the shit moving. I do me, I ain't worried about what you doing. Shout out to my man Iceberg Cabo too, man.
Yeah. I subscribed to his page thinking he was yours. And I was like, wait a minute. He got a whole bunch of other videos on here that ain't even him on. I'm like, oh, this must be the rap Jordan. It's cold. He got an eye. He got an eye.
Remember Freak Storm used to burn rebel. Now it's R.I.P. Right, shout out to Freak Storm. R.I.P. his birthday coming up too. Hope it don't all fall down. 9/11 got me walking up by myself. I am legend. I ain't about to tell him myself. Get the message. I went down in the dirt for a minute.
I got that bar. I got that one. I got that one. That one didn't go up my here.
Oh, did it, man. For a minute. So me represent.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit a whole bunch of niggas on my left. I ain't gonna lie. I seen that bitch out. I've been down in the dirt for a minute. All eyes on me, represent. What you need for my baby, state your business. You either pay me or pay her. Trust. My niggas ain't really got that. Always trying to talk down, niggas stop that. Hey, that's dope. That's dope sight right there. Essence of hip hop. Right there.
Make sure my niggas out here getting still. The game of life. Everybody spin the wheel. Some don't make it, you gotta let a nigga live. Niggas in the hood getting everything they kill. Percocet,
you got a flow.
I'm talking about.
The block so hot. I know what he's talking about.
And how you flow.
Most of y'all niggas sound the same. No disrespect. Shouts out to all y'all niggas. Get y'all money. Do what y'all doing. But they all sound the same. They all got the same cadence, the same flow.
The industry got everybody sound the same because the industry did from Detroit. The downside, we give it to Atlanta, but they took Detroit, man. That's why you see silence and everybody popping up on everybody else. What you get for my baby, state your business. Pay me or pay attention. Either you gonna pay the ticket or you gonna pay attention. It's one of those. Right, shout out to Iceberg, man. Yeah, man, what up, man? About to drop a next video next week. What you get for my baby, state your business. You either pay me or pay her. We gonna eat with girls. Right, shout out to my nigga Jimmy Strokeman too, man. Get the money, man. That's tough, man. You know, as an artist, that's the least one, but we, the crew, we pushing that right now. So
yeah, man, that's a dope beat.
That's the factor, man. Shout out to Quarter Pound Music too, man. They did the production, man.
That flow was nice, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Like real shit. That. Like, still my favorite song of yours. Still to this day, and I'm
saying, no, goddamn can't kill the beast, man.
Yep, that's my shit.
Fucking.
And I'm still hurt that CD got stolen when my car got broke into, man. That's my shit.
Hold on, check 1, 2. I think the headphones went up. There it go. Yep, come on, man. Everybody is on that can't kill the beat. Shout out to Walt Dollar, goddamn.
That's my joint,
he dropped the shit out that beat. It didn't nobody want that. At least 10 artists went over that beat. I heard it. I say, don't nobody got this? He like, no, ain't nobody doing nothing with that. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, give me that.
$1,
that bitch hard as hell. I used to flow down motherfucking Lodge Freeway making that shit.
But you know what? That just shows how, motherfuckers' dedication and the grind really be. Like,
yeah.
If you weak, don't have the stomach for it, get out, man, because the shit will eat you up, chew you up, spit you right back out.
Cha-Ching album, Ching Part 2.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's my joint.
Yeah. He goes crazy.
And he be like, man, that shit. He like, man, I'm so far past that, man. I'm light years past. I'm like, yeah, maybe. But man, I really fucks with that sound from that album, bro.
Shout out to Self, man. What up, Self?
True day. I really appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the sound that y'all create. Not only because it's a biased opinion, but you know what I'm saying, it's different.
Yeah, thank you, man. Because a lot of people, they see the dollar, so they want to keep the formula going, which I understand. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But as an artist, I can't go that route because I'm a fucking artist, so I need to do what
you come from the era where originality was the norm.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The norm now is, nigga, whatever's hot.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers gonna copy it.
But everybody, to me, be sounding the same. Like y'all said, though. Everybody sounding the same. Like,
everybody that come out of
Sada different.
Yeah, Sada.
I like Sada.
I mean,
I fuck with Sada. Shouts out to Sada.
I fuck with Sada. Some like Sada.
Yeah.
42 Dub.
Yeah, 42. I thought that was Kodak Black when I first heard the song.
Yeah, 42.
I thought that was Kodak.
42, he got a nice sound.
Shout out to 42, man.
He don't come different like Sada come on song. Man, Sada, he got range with his shit.
You know who everybody was sounding
like? I think Sada get high.
Came out back in the day. Back in the day, like in the 90s and the early 2000s, you know who motherfuckers was sounding like? Everybody that came out of Detroit.
Who?
It was sounding like Street Lords and motherfucking.
Yeah. But that's the blueprint for what the sound is now.
But no, you got.
That's it. You just said it.
It is.
Blade, Ice Split, and that rap.
It's the same sound.
It's the same shit.
It's the same sound.
Shout out to them. That's the sound now.
These niggas,
everybody rap like that.
I you know what I'm saying? I fucks with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Get y'all money. But y'all niggas sound like y'all reading. It's no emotional content in their song.
The offbeatness of it is what's going on. Like,
And I like the Street Lords back in the day, but I mean, music has to evolve. You can't sound like fucking 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
See, I see again. I think it's two distinctions. Yeah, that's a Detroit sound, right? But I think the industry done rate that sound so hell of a that the industry got everybody sounding like Detroit versus Detroit niggas sounding like Detroit niggas. Because now you don't even know who's who. That shouts out to Blade in them, man.
Sure.
First nigga that went and started touching ground on these different motherfucking states, fucking with people. Yeah. He was heavy in New York. He was heavy down south. Like, that's the sound. I mean, whether we like it or not, that is the sound.
I mean,
my
thing is, okay, take that sound.
That started, but
take that sound.
So you got your big shines, proofs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You take that sound and you flip it. You do something to make it your own.
I like it though, personally. I can't front.
You know what I'm saying? I like some of it, but it's like, man, y'all niggas all sound the same. Y'all come on every song with the same
shit. Everybody selling drugs. Everybody doing their thing.
No, it's not the content. It's the cadence.
The cadence.
The hardest nigga to ever come out of Detroit. I mean, to ever rap coming out of Detroit to me, and he didn't even make it like mainstream.
Who you gonna say?
S.H.I.T?
He was more local than anything. No. Big Hurt. Big Hurt.
Ooh.
Big Hurt hard, man.
Yeah.
Big Hurt hard.
Shout out to Big Hurt. I heard
E-Shine was my nigga. E-Shine was my nigga. I was banging E-Shine at work the other day.
He's still out doing this
I was still banging. I still banging.
Shout out to all Detroit artists,
man. Shout out to Big Hurt. He's still out.
That damn Flowers album, classic.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't nobody
Flowers is classic.
Ain't nobody
fucking with that. People don't even understand that. Yeah. People don't even understand that, man.
Ain't nobody fucking with that Flowers, man.
He was crazy, man.
Yeah, motherfuckers thought he was a devil worshiper, but he just.
Well, he put you on the mind frame of that Tech Nine.
You had Nadas, Blasphemy.
Yeah.
That shit was sweet, man.
Shout out to Big E, man. And he's still out here.
He's still out here. I ain't heard nothing new from him, though.
I have. I believe I'm a friend of the official.
Trick still
well,
out
the Godfather, you can't.
Oh yeah, but
you know, I can't.
Trick still.
Squad, I can't.
Hey, shout out to Trick, who that nigga holds the D down. He don't need nobody come up in the D.
Ain't doing no bullshit.
Fucking over Detroit.
Hell no. You gonna stand on whatever fuck you said.
That's big fact. Everybody in the industry got a Trick goddamn story. Like,
yeah.
So that's basically what's up.
He hold
L Nuke too though. It's like certain people just if you're from the D, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
5'9". Royce 5'9".
If you
shout out to Royce.
If you'd have been on the open mic circuit or just in the circuit alone, just going, you know what I'm saying, from club to club spitting bars, man, you done rubbed shoulders with some of these Detroit legends, whether you knew it or not. Whether you knew they was legends or not, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, we went to Old Miami. We went to Old Miami one night. Me, Self, and Mo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Wise. Went up to Old Miami.
Shout out to Wise.
We tear that bitch down, bro. To the point they like, man, we close. Y'all gotta go outside. Nigga, the cipher still happening though. Nigga, we take the cipher outside. Nigga, front up Old Miami, 3 o'clock in the morning. Nigga, old girl, Lady T.
Yeah.
The old girl that was in 8 Mile. She's out there, nigga. We spitting.
That's in the height of all that shit. Like when that's the essence of that shit. Man.
I was like, man, shout out to hip hop in general.
In general.
Cause it's still alive. Motherfucker think hip hop dead. This shit ain't dead, man. It's just, in transition.
Town, though, we had a spot.
No, it's just
called rock music.
No, hip hop ain't. It's just another form of music right now that's just taking over, and it's not good.
It's not hip hop.
It's not in a good light.
I disagree.
That's real music.
I disagree. It sounds like party.
You heard another rapper that got killed, right?
Yeah.
You heard about old boy Wavy Navy?
Yeah, I heard.
Rappers was dying in our era.
Man,
not like how it is now.
No, not at the rate.
Not
at the rate.
Hip hop that I can recall.
I want to say Scott LaRock.
Scott LaRock
probably was the first.
Scott LaRock was the first nigga. And he wasn't even a rapper. He was the fucking DJ.
Yeah.
And he was the first nigga in rap and hip hop.
Also trying to break up a fight type shit. And he ended up getting hit up. But them, again, them different times.
And in the 90s, rappers weren't getting killed like that. What? Pac, Biggie.
Those was the biggest.
Who else
one.
in the 90s?
But I'm sure we had local artists.
And then 2000, it started picking up. Now it's fucking out. It's out, the last 5-6 years is out the roof.
Yeah, now you have more of your main rappers.
Yeah, because nowadays these niggas is popping these perks and they think they invincible. They think they go lords, nigga.
A lot of that shit
too. Okay,
did
the record companies get more smart and realize that these niggas' catalogs is worth more dead than alive?
Yeah.
Do that factor?
Yeah.
So they gonna show us what they want us to see.
Some of them
on motherfucking Empire Records.
Some of these niggas' catalogs ain't worth shit.
They saying that these niggas got insurance policies on their artists and they taking these niggas out.
Yeah. Which is smart, by the way, to have insurance policy, but just to outright just take your niggas out for solely on that, because I would hope that my kids get smart enough to have an insurance policy.
Think about it, dude.
But I don't want them to be trying to kill me.
Think about it. The label has invested millions in you, and your persona is how you rock, nigga. Your lifestyle, nigga, and you reckless.
Yeah.
How you live, nigga, you get shot.
So they expecting you to,
Dude.
They expecting that shit.
Dude, Dolphin got killed, and that nigga music streams went up 500%.
So who really wins?
The labels.
But, and that's a...
They saying all that money from the streams is gonna go to his wife and shit, but it's gonna go to his label, too.
Because Dolph, when he was alive, he was saying he was independent, right?
So
this is going to show...
He signed a distribution deal. He got somebody to distribute his music.
Okay, which is different.
He wasn't signed.
That's different. That's different.
Shout out R.I.P. the young.
Oh, so he's out here like Nip.
He had
Nip on all his masters. All his shit go to his family.
Yeah,
it's going to his wife and kids.
He did something interesting when he first came out. I like how.
Hell yeah, he sold a mixtape for $100.
Yeah, I like that. That was the move.
Yeah. I watched the documentary. I watched the documentary. And I was like, people bought that shit too.
But
you're pretty bomb.
Jay bought from what mine is that Jay bought a whole bunch of copies.
He bought what, 2 cases?
Yeah.
But the thing
just to have the audacity to do that type
of shit. The thinking behind it, it's like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was cold.
But you can't be no flop. You can't be no bull put up no bullshit.
See, that just said though. The thinking go beyond that. The thinking is your self-worth. Nigga, I put the money in on
I
to
get
get this
that.
together,
I get
nigga.
that. I get
It was
that.
my money that
I
bought the
get that.
studio
I
time,
get that.
nigga.
Shout out
It's
Idle
my
Boys,
talent,
be
nigga.
trash,
I'm charging what the
niggas,
fuck I
whatever.
want to
Yeah.
charge, nigga. Only niggas who gonna fuck with me is gonna buy it.
Facts.
And motherfuckers was buying that shit too. Buying all the motherfuckers.
Nigga, I know
when
my
that
shit
article
hot,
when
nigga.
Jay-Z came out and he
It's
purposely said he brought a lot of them
Yeah.
units. I'm like, that's
That's right,
what's up.
Nigga, I know my shit hot, nigga.
But I never heard that until then. Like $100.
Hell yeah. A mixtape. What even an album, nigga? This is
came
an
up.
LP.
Came up. That's smart. Shout out to all the artists that be thinking like that, man.
Hell yeah.
Thinking out the box, man.
Hell yeah. Shouts out to the E40s of the world.
Man, the GOAT. I just had this argument.
I just watched the
Here you
documentary
go.
on him.
I had this argument. He's the greatest rapper of all time.
Hey,
He been out since the late 80s.
He's my number one.
Yeah, he.
Nigga, mid.
I had.
Mid to late 80s.
Yeah, I had an argument in the studio the other day
I'm
about
trunk
this.
of his car.
Everybody
Nigga
went with
says take out the
Jay-Z.
trunk of his car, nigga.
Shout out to Crooked Fingers Production.
E40.
Everybody went with fucking Jay-Z. I say E40. They laugh, but as I got to explaining and saying it, I got them to understand. They still went with Jay. Shout out to Jay, but E40 is to go.
E40 my number
E40
one.
did it all by
My top
itself.
3. E40 right now.
Okay.
Kendrick
2.
3. I would have to say. Who did I say? Oh, Face. Scarface.
So 40, Kendrick, and Face. That's interesting.
My top 3 all time. Rakim, Busta Rhymes.
Buzz.
I forgot who I had a third. Mm-hmm.
Was it Q-Tip?
Nah, hell no.
You know-
You know Q-Tip
That
got
was your
bars.
boy. Hold on, that
Yeah,
was
he
your
got
boy.
bars, but we
Hold on,
talking
wait a minute.
about top
That nigga used
3.
to. What was the song he had for you? Stop.
Oh, yeah, I bought the Amplified album. I bought that. I picked that album over Raekwon's joint because they dropped the album the same time.
That shit bad.
And I'm in motherfucking Sam Goody's nigga with they joints like.
Shout out to Q.
Like I don't know if I should get the Raekwon solo joint or do the Amplified. I'm like
That first album he broke away from the Wu.
Yeah.
That Raekwon joint.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't no Wu-Tang like that. I've never been a Wu-Tang fan. I like a couple of niggas out the group like Old Dirty. I bought Old Dirty shit.
Clique,
I bought all of Old Dirty shit.
Yeah.
I like Meth.
Oh yeah, I put Pop
Pop
my
was the
third.
third one.
because
And I like the
the
RZA.
impact he had on the planet,
Bobby Biscuit.
not just hip hop, on the planet.
Who you say?
Tupac.
Pop.
Like that nigga T.I.
Yeah,
T.I. was factual with it. You could go anywhere on the globe and motherfuckers know a Tupac song.
That'd be
Anywhere.
Facts. That'd be facts.
So that alone put him in my top 3. Now Rakim Allah is just my favorite MC of all time because nigga, it's Rakim. He the first rapper to me that I've heard put the knowledge in the bars.
Put him on that.
Rakim.
I put him on Rakim.
Yeah, he put me up on Rakim. He introduced me to Rakim. And that's the first rapper I've heard say nigga the black man was God in rhyme. Who put the knowledge in the rhymes.
You
He
see,
wasn't the first.
Back then, I wasn't up on that knowledge stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what?
This
The
before
funny
ODB.
thing- yeah, no, not even with ODB. The funny thing about the New York niggas, and when I mean funny thing, I mean in a good way.
Mhm.
You gotta understand, especially when they come from that certain area, it was deep in 5% knowledge.
Yeah,
You know, so a lot of them. KRS-One, if you listen to a few of his songs,
yeah.
he got sprinkles of it in it. So when you say that,
That's their conscious.
yeah, but when you said what you just said, you didn't
Yeah.
say that Rakim was the first one.
That I
You
heard.
said he was the first one that you heard. So
Right.
that's why I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
what's up. You know, but throughout the history of the music, they've been dropping knowledge for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
with the 5%.
Yeah,
shit.
like-
Even
like
African Bambaataa and them did
Yeah.
it to a certain point.
Yeah,
extent.
the
Because
Zulu Nation.
the area that they was in, they was in that shit. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
they got a boxing style
Yeah,
What
seven
the fuck is it
seven
called?
block.
that
7 block
all
style.
for the 5%.
Yeah.
5% shit. So, you know, shout out to the 5% Nation too, man. Like, they was definitely an influence in some of all the motherfuckers
Hell
back in
yeah.
the day. You know,
Hell yeah. And once I started my journey on Knowledge Self, a lot of Rakim bars started making more sense.
Like, the light bulb.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck he meant when he said, when Knowledge Self, nothing I can't solve for 360 degrees, I revolve. Nigga, that shit made so much more sense.
Nigga.
Once I got knowledge. It was like, oh.
I understand what you're saying because when that shit came out and I bought that shit,
I know what the fuck he was talking about.
That shit was just dope. That
shit was just dope as fuck.
I didn't have no knowledge in that shit, so what he was saying, I really didn't know what he was saying.
It just sounded good.
It wasn't until later, actually, when Alan we started dipping, when I started, he was explaining shit to me, and then when I would, hear from the Rakim song, he would say something, I'd be like, that's what he called. Okay. Yeah. So I understood what you. And
then that shit made him even more of a dope MC than me.
The God MC. That's what they call him, right?
Yeah.
To this day, right?
God MC. Yeah.
Shout out, God MC.
Yeah, but that from the Dirt flow, man, that's tapping into that Push the T God flow, man. Like for real. Like the cadence, the content. You know what I'm saying? The verses got a little better as the song goes on. It's like you can see nigga coming up.
Right.
That shit was like so dope to me.
I need to tell you this while it's on my mind. I got a new slogan or saying for a shirt.
Let's hit him.
Shit, that's what's up. That motherfucker might get pressed up tonight.
Stay tuned.
I got vinyl.
Stay tuned.
I got them machines. Like that cricket machine right there, bad motherfucker, bro.
Stay tuned.
That shit had your letters on. Woo wee.
Stay tuned. Yeah, it's crispy.
And they got all the different fonts. There's 1,000 different fonts, 1,000 different images that you can choose from. You know what I'm saying? That you can just get down on.
Y'all heard it here tonight. $1 million idea. Poppy, y'all gonna
stay
tuned.
I got an idea for a shirt.
For sure. My wheels been turning recently, y'all. What's gonna be the next sound bite or phrase that I immortalized?
You gotta why survive when you can thrive.
Let's go.
The next shirt
and I was telling Deuce that shit came off of a rant from off an episode.
The next shirt is gonna say, "You might be about that life, but that's not what life's about."
Damn.
Message.
Woo, my nigga.
Message.
Damn. That's powerful.
Hey.
Message.
That's powerful.
That shit just popped in my head 2 days ago.
I thought you was gonna say, how it start off? You may be about that life. But I thought you was gonna say, but you ain't about that action. That's what I thought you was gonna say.
Let's go gangster.
I thought that's how I thought you was gonna turn with it. But that's dope as fuck.
Right.
That's dope as fuck. Hell yeah, we gonna put that on. Yup.
Put that on the shirt.
Yep. Every third shirt. So proceeds is yours because it's your catchphrase.
You heard it here first, ladies and gents. Let's go.
And nigga, did you see?
Yeah, I forgot to do the nigga. Did you see segment?
Nigga, did you see the underwater volcano that erupted?
No.
Nigga.
The shit that's sending shockwaves across the world now?
It blew an island. I say out of 100% of the island, it blew away about maybe 65% of the island.
I wonder what's the cause of that eruption.
Okay, but even then, wasn't it like that happened? How long has it happened since?
That happened in Tonga. That was the island of Tonga or some shit.
No, before it happened, just happened. How long was it before it happened before then?
Oh, like they said 1,000 years ago.
God damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. History.
That's crazy.
So and none of us was.
The volcano is underwater. You know what I'm saying?
That's before Jesus.
So at one of the time, it was level, and it was one of them spots that underwater now.
Man,
like the ancient cities.
They said it blew billions of tons of debris into the air. So like, part of the island is gone.
Right.
Just gone.
No, don't exist anymore. It's just smoke smoldering from where the fucking island is at.
That's crazy.
Shit, the weather shit I was just reading today about Detroit. They say we gonna have some effects of that shit. That's how powerful that shit is. It actually gonna change some of our weather look.
Yeah, cause they were saying talking about the ash cloud. The ash it's just gonna spread out to its furthest. Right.
Shit crazy.
Yeah,
though.
we ain't gonna take that to the other side of the globe.
You gonna see.
Ooh, yeah, stay tuned.
It'll probably go get colder.
Well, that might strengthen your theory.
What's the theory?
That the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
It's not. It's a theory.
I heard so many good debates.
Yeah,
on both sides.
The math sounds good. It really good on both sides, but
like,
you gotta look.
Who's walking like this? Or
but the knowledge says, as it is above, shall be below. So when I look up and I see other things in the universe in sphere form, why would we be any less? The sun is a sphere. The moon is a sphere. The other planets are spheres.
I need scientists and everything.
Why would we be a disc? Why would we be a disc and everything else is a motherfucking sphere? That's another episode.
I can't talk about it no more.
No, but I'm saying
we can talk about. We can break that shit down on another episode.
Because I feel like in order to talk about it with other people,
you gotta have an open mind.
Yes, they have to have an open mind.
Right. We can have a dialogue on there and be open minded. I'm open minded with it because I did the knowledge of what you were saying, and I did the knowledge to a couple of documentaries, and I'm like, damn, the math sound accurate. The math sound good than a motherfucker.
Hold on. Are y'all fans of The Simpsons? Or let me rephrase that question. Are y'all fans of over the decades The Simpsons been out that they always accurate in world events?
A lot of their predictions and shit.
Yeah, one of them writers is definitely from
a
different time frame.
Y'all agree? Y'all under that aspect of it?
Yeah.
So how about the movie that they came out with when basically we was all supposed to be living in this motherfucking like shell, like we all locked in, and what's outside not really what we think is outside?
Right, outside of the...
Like a dome?
Yeah.
They got a name for that.
What would be the name? What would be accurate?
It's called the firmament.
The firmament.
Okay. Firmament.
Firmament?
Mm-hmm. And beyond that is the belt where, you can pass through to the God stage. Well, not the God stage, but transition to the next realm.
Per se. Okay.
But if you heavy-hearted, you get reincarnated, and you come right back to this motherfucker. What Tupac said he was afraid of.
My only fear of death is coming
back to this bitch. Yep, it's coming right back to this motherfucker.
That's crazy. And no, man, yeah, I can see that. Because you have baby, and I done run into kids that you be like, this motherfucking energy feel like it's been here before. And then they'll talk to you and such like they've been here before. Very knowledgeable. So.
And then, in various, philosophy / religious books, they speak on having a light heart to transition.
In layman's term, light heart would just basically be people that's not shitting on people. Kindness.
Yeah, motherfucker who's a bad person or
it's not full of motherfucking animosity.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The macro term would be, the spirits that's trapped in this realm because they got unfinished business.
Oh, the tormented soul.
That type shit.
Shout out to the tormented soul. Get y'all ass out of here. Come on. Bring that energy so we need that $1 million. Let's hit this. But yeah, okay, I could dig that.
So in order to transcend, you gotta be lighthearted.
Right.
So
that's why all these lessons and even the movies.
Yeah, like to get into the pearly gates, to get into heaven, you gotta be lighthearted.
Right. Okay. All right. I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the different interpretations of the same concept, I guess. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because the knowledge that's in the Bible is in the Quran. It's just interpreted different.
True. And in other forms
and it's written different. It's written from right to left and not left to right.
That's interesting piece too.
Well, that's just how they are over there, though. That's how they read. That's how they.
But it is said that we as the United States of America, we do things completely backwards. Not different, but backwards.
But if the Quran is supposed to be deemed like the Bible, supposed to be the Word of God. This is how the Word of God was delivered.
Well, one of the motherfuckers believe Jesus was the servant, and
we're
the
going
other one
against
don't
the grain by going left to right. When when Allah gave the knowledge, He gave it right to left. So why is you going left to right?
God damn.
Was it given to you left to right?
Is that Star Wars concept started sticking in that? So does that have to do with the Force? Evil with the positive force and all that bullshit? Could that be broken down to the simplest? Not to say bullshit, but
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Everything can be broken down to the
simplest form of that. Like the devil versus God.
Yes.
Evil.
Good. That's polarity.
Right, left.
Yeah, that's just basic polarity.
Okay.
In order for one to exist, the other have to.
So you have to. So
to show and prove,
it would never
the power of it existence. Okay. In order for it to be a God, it had to be a devil, because God created the devil to show and prove His power.
Okay, which brings Neo and Agent Smith. Same but not opposites.
Yes, but
not.
But the interpretation of the shit is Neo is the angel. And Agent Smith is the demon.
Right.
But it's really flopped.
To where Agent Smith
because Agent Smith is the spawn of the creator.
So was the devil.
Neo.
So was the devil, right?
Yeah. Because
they
say Morpheus is the devil.
He sound like a nigga
in the joint.
He sound like a nigga.
And the critics breakdown of the majors, they say Morpheus is the devil.
Mm. To a certain extent, Again, they go shitting on.
Because he's the voice with the red pill, blue pill.
Yeah. Actually, have a choice.
He's the forbidden fruit nigga.
Yeah. Which that's a whole nother different science.
So exactly.
Ugh.
So it's like that rabbit hole is very deep.
Ain't going. Yeah. The rabbit hole, like the end of the bunch.
That motherfucker keep going. When you think you got some shit figured out, you come across a piece of knowledge that makes you rethink everything that you just learned.
Facts, big facts.
Like when I learned about the Dead Sea Scrolls, and I learned about the lost books, when I learned about the more than 45 books was purposely took out of the Bible.
Yeah.
You talking about the Book of Enoch?
Nigga, the knowledge of the Book of Enoch, nigga, got me tripping.
They say the reason why books, the reason why that
shit had me bugging.
That was excluded from the Bible was because they were saying that us people that read that shit, we're not ready for that. We're not ready for that type of shit that was going on or that was happening.
That shit had me tripping.
Now the Book of Enoch speak of giants. The Book of Enoch speak of motherfucking what else? Giants.
Angels.
Which they call the Nephilim. Those was the offspring of angels that had sex with
the humans.
Right, with women. Those were the offspring.
Right.
Book of Enoch also leave out stories on motherfucking Noah.
Yeah, and a lot of the mystical shit, the little mystical characters and shit, they derive from the Book of Enoch. You get older, and them niggas, and all the guys of this and the guys of that, you get that from the Book of Enoch. I'm like, nigga, that shit had me bugging.
The Book of Enoch also, believe it or not, that shit also speaks of motherfucking. They don't use the term, but they speaking of UFOs too.
Now UFOs in the sense of looking crazy or just something that's unidentified.
Extraterrestrials
coming
beings.
To visit them. And
like the half man, half bird
gods because they're coming from the sky.
Like the half man, half bird deities.
Gods.
Okay.
No,
the Book of Eli is. I said Book of Eli. Enoch is tapping into that science.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I was really bugging off them shit.
Yeah, hybrids. They was doing hybrids and shit.
Hybrid beings.
Which, low-key, we have some of that shit going on now. Because if you understand what this AI technology is.
Not only that, but the super athlete. Did you get the understanding on why the cracker breaded us the way he did?
The whole knowledge, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we came from where they was at. So it's like, yep, they got that DNA and that molecular structure.
Yeah.
We gon' breathe.
Some babies, and we got all this melanin in our system.
It speaks on the flood.
It do speak on the flood.
And why the flood happened.
And it also...
And that was because of the fucking Nephilim.
Yeah, because it speaks on the civilization that was in existence before the flood.
He had to eliminate
that. The flood washed away.
Yeah, so supposedly
they was called. God called them what's the word? You know what I'm saying? That's not good or bad. He called them.
So we ain't going with like evil or nothing like that. It's another term that you looking for.
He was.
Not abomination.
Abomination, yeah, that's it. Abomination.
Was that the text word?
Abominations, and they had to go.
Wow.
Oh yeah, because they was crossbreeds.
Right, it was crossbreed.
Wow.
And it was like, you gotta remember, it was. How can you build a dynasty with 8 people and a whole bunch of animals? Because after the flood, it was a dynasty in place.
Right.
Immediately after the flood, it's a dynasty in place. How? Nigga, that shit take time, people, and resource. Because people are the resource. How did you build in a dynasty with 8 people?
Right, so like y'all alluding to, like a whole big piece of the story has to be missing because none of that shit even add up.
Constantine
unless you got
told the apostles what to write, what to take out.
King James too.
So that's the same shit like William Shakespeare writing the Bible.
King
right?
James.
And King James is. That's why it's a King James version.
Pretty much.
Wow. So how did we get to the point where we get so caught up into the shit? Like, because if that's the case, I could write a Deuce of God version. It might not be the same reception of King James, but
it's the power of the deliverer, the power of the messenger.
Okay,
you grab. It's just like the Obama movement. Ain't nobody know who the fuck Obama was. His name was Barry.
Oh my God. Nah,
But I'm using that as an example. That nigga took over because of how he commanded the English language. Because he trained a lot of motherfuckers.
And see, I think he was a plan to get rid of Kwame.
He Kwame 2.0.
Think about it. No, I can't. No. That's
nigga,
Barack
he is Kwame 2.0. No. He's Kwame without the
He's lesser than Kwame.
Bro, he is Kwame without the scandals.
That's why I think he was a plant. I think Kwame at that time was too powerful. They was looking for a black man to replace him.
That's why I say he was Kwame 2.0. Kwame was on a trajectory to take over just like Obama did.
Yeah, be the president.
He was on the trajectory. He had people. He took over the city that he was born in. He had all of Detroit on his back.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was like the Boondocks cartoon. I was like, a black president, his name is Barack. For real? Like, I had no idea.
That nigga named Barry. His wife called him Barry.
Right. Oh, well, they got a Netflix movie on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I haven't watched.
Yes, he was groomed.
To me,
by the elite for this position, man. He was placed there.
What'd you say, Big Homie?
My feelings, my thoughts, Obama was given to us as a fucking reward or a fucking make-up after dealing with fucking Bush for 8 years and fucking up the fucking economy and government.
The C-Stu.
And taking us to war and shit. Man,
but shout out to Barack though. He did do a lot to the LBGA.
Donald Trump shit still wasn't. That nigga presidential rating still wasn't as low as fucking Bush Jr.'s, dog.
That's facts. That's facts.
Did nobody like
Bush Jr. fucking sucked.
Did nobody like Bush?
That's facts. That's facts.
They gave us Obama's dog as a pick me up. Like, hey, look, it's a black dude about to be in your office.
But here's the thing.
That was crazy because I see even white folks.
Here's the thing. But see, Obama taught me
crazy
what they taught us in government class, nigga.
What's that?
The motherfucking president is a puppet on the string.
Yeah, I know that.
Because when the president is elected, he has an agenda already on the presidential desk.
Biden was president.
Who the fuck put the agenda together? The motherfuckers who put the agenda together is the motherfuckers
that got that bag.
pulling the strings.
Yeah, the lobbyist niggas.
So it's like, nigga, you a puppet on the goddamn string. You pushing what the fuck they tell you to push. You saying what the fuck they tell you to say.
You know what? But I did hear black folks say when he first got elected.
The president is already chosen. He already chosen. All that fucking campaigning and fucking debates and shit.
That's distraction.
That's entertainment for us.
Right.
That's
but that Barack story though, like to me, it did give black folks hope that nigga we could finally be president because before him. Even though in history not accurate because he's not actually the first black president, but
no, he's
for
not.
how they writing it in history.
Yeah, he is.
To me, when he first came out, it was like, it actually gave black folks the right to say I could be president.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking bullshit or even cap right now. Because when the nigga was nominated president, he was office. I was out there in them streets. I was out there in them streets celebrating with everybody too.
Right.
I was on Plymouth in fucking Wyoming.
I think I was the only one in the house.
But
crying.
see, I
was scared when Barack got.
You didn't know.
I was scared.
What the fuck was going on for real?
I said the world over. So when I see that shit, I say, man,
it's over.
It's a wrap, dog.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Because as soon as he got in, a lot of foreign policies started getting worked on.
I thought it was a wrap.
I never thought
I
that.
was so scared.
After he got in office,
I was scared.
I was afraid that he was going to get assassinated.
I was scared. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, these niggas killed Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and now y'all having this nigga that I never heard of?
Yeah, I was.
What happened to like a Wesley Snipes type of something? This the nigga we going to rock
right?
with, right?
What, not even Al Sharpton?
So like, okay, so, but see, that made what Jesse Jackson... Remember now, before Barack got elected, they caught that nigga on the soundbite like, oh, fuck Barack, this nigga fooled all the black niggas. And then the punk ass nigga was at the inauguration. No, he was there crying like as he didn't say it. Right. I say, look at this bitch nigga.
Got that check.
That was crazy.
You got that check.
But he told niggas how he felt when he thought he
fooled a lot of
niggas.
Barack ain't do nothing for niggas. He did a lot for women.
And LBG.
And he did a lot for the homosexuals. The alphabet crew.
Yeah, the alphabet people got
they got power.
I was like, what did Barack really do for us? He didn't do
nothing.
He got the alphabet boys on.
He started the motherfucking Barack Obamacare. And they shut that shit down as soon as he got out of office.
No, what's interesting about that? But then it went to the Trump care. Now it's the Biden care. Like what
they just took the name off of it, redressed it, and served it back to the people. It's the same shit.
It's the same shit. I concur on that.
Them niggas ain't fooled me.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Them niggas ain't fooled me, nigga. Trump and them niggas did not fool me. Like niggas was scared when Trump got in the office. I wasn't scared.
You know what?
Because I knew niggas was gonna start getting money when Trump got in office.
I was happy when I shouldn't even say this. I was happy when Trump got in office.
Because I knew niggas was gonna get money.
Money too, but he gave me hope that anything could happen. I thought that would have happened with Barack being what we just said about him being black.
Because where he came from, he not even a politician.
Nigga,
that just showed me, nigga, you can buy the presidency.
Or I could be a millionaire tomorrow. Like anything I put my mind.
You got enough money. You got enough money. You can buy it.
He gave me hope that I could do anything I motherfucking put my mind.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Man, Trump's gonna fuck up the country. Man, niggas is getting money under the Trump administration.
He almost went back to Reagan era without killing
we went back to the Clinton era.
No, I can't say that. Because Clinton era, he was fucking a lot of niggas up.
Yeah, but niggas still getting money.
Program and everything.
Sure did, but niggas still getting money.
Yeah, but they get locked up and doing them numbers.
You know why?
Yeah, that crime bill canceled out a lot of shit. But niggas was getting money.
You know why niggas was getting money when Clinton was in office? Because Clinton was the last president that was in office where we wasn't in fucking debt. We wasn't in the red when he was in office. We got out of debt.
I'm gonna have to Google.
No, I'm saying it in the sense of
debt. Bush Jr. came in that bitch and fucked it all up. I'm telling you, dog. He fucked it up.
Clinton was like Clinton was more like
Clinton
Reagan.
got us out of the red.
Clinton was more like Reagan.
National debt.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
He got us out of the red. We was in the black.
He did.
When he got out of office, we was in the black.
Okay.
Bush Jr. got in that bitch, fucked it up. Nigga, we in debt.
Back in.
Economy bad.
Yeah, recession.
Fucking recession. War.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up. That's interesting.
And on top of all that, the fucking Bushes got paid.
Hell yeah.
They got paid.
I mean,
they got paid for the fucking war.
They not the first or the last president that's gonna get paid, so that's not too far.
Well, war is all about money, any fucking way, nigga. It's lobbyists that start war to get them.
You gonna finance both sides?
Hell yeah.
So it don't matter.
They was on the Tony Stark shit, nigga. Yep, I'm selling guns to you. I'm selling guns to you. Now I'm gonna create a situation so I can sell more guns to y'all because y'all going to war. Hell yeah, that's Rothschild shit, nigga, all day.
Hey,
I'm glad you peeped that shit.
You control both sides.
I'm glad you peeped that shit.
That's what it is.
That was the last time we was out of debt.
Like Vietnam War, that shit wasn't supposed to end. That war was supposed to be sustained, not won.
When we was out of debt, nigga, everybody, there was jobs, motherfuckers was working, niggas was getting money.
Like, nigga, they refreshed.
Yeah, but a lot of niggas got locked up with Bill, man.
They did that crime bill.
He separated a lot of families, man. Like,
that 94 crime bill was an act of genocide.
Program first came out.
That shit was an act of genocide.
He picked it up from
Clinton. That was some of the bad on Clinton.
For real.
He locked a lot of niggas up.
He locked a lot of niggas up.
Got some good and some bad. Okay, so take the. Okay, I can understand that. I can feel that. Because personally, I really don't believe in none of this shit, but I do understand.
Clinton was like Reagan in the sense of, nigga, he knew what drove the country. What drives the country is middle America.
And, okay, yeah. What
drives the country is middle America. So, nigga, yeah, we gonna get tax breaks and we gonna show love to the small business, the mom and pop shops. We gonna give y'all the love more so than the big corporations.
Before they destroy them?
And then...
But wait a minute. Because even in the 70s
Bush was about the big corporations.
They were building freeways to get rid of the mom and pop stores. And that's before Bush and all them niggas.
Yeah. Yeah, that was part of the gentrification.
So it's kind of crazy. It's like they played good cop, bad cop, but got the same agenda. Y'all still cops.
That's why I say, nigga, from now on, I'm voting motherfucking independent. Because, nigga, I see the play, nigga. The left wing and right wing, nigga, is the same bird. It's the same fucking bird.
You know what I would like, though? For
that
all the humans,
ain't got no
write a motherfucker in. Like, we all get with a motherfucker that we want and just write them in.
Independent.
Like, fuck.
That's what Cat Willis was saying. He like, nigga, if you want to decide, just write my name in.
Right, facts.
Independent. It ain't gonna hurt you. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Facts. Because you pick between lesser of two evils. So they both evil.
To be clear, a write-in would go under the independent bill?
Yeah. It would go on the independent ballot.
That'd be dope. Like a motherfucker because like...
That's the whole election is a poxy scheme. Right. Nigga, it's like, nigga, they say that the first of 270 is president. Okay. So it's a race of 270. Okay, so you mean to tell me y'all go with electoral votes and it's the first of 270. And because it's the first of 270, you just let me know off the dribble there is no scenario where there's a tie with the electoral votes. Because if it's a tie, they say they go with the popularity vote.
Right.
But nigga, it's the first of 270. So nigga, it ain't no goddamn scenario where it's a tie. So you just fed me some bullshit with the popularity vote. Yeah. So not the popularity vote is the general population.
Fact.
You gotta apply for electoral vote, nigga. It's an application for that. The normal niggas like you and I don't have electoral votes, so our vote go in the popularity pool,
right?
Which is a nothing pool.
Niggas at the colleges have electoral votes,
and them niggas get to vote twice.
So,
did you know that?
It's a dirty game.
That's motherfuckers that whole electoral vote get to vote twice.
Dirty game. Dirty game, man. Dirty game.
Yeah, it's a dirty game, but hey.
So how are our votes count?
Black man, though.
How do our votes count?
It worked for Obama.
It didn't.
He talking about
it did work. It worked because nigga, he's handpicked.
Being elected.
He was a handpicked nigga to run the corporation. America is a corporation. It's a company, nigga.
That's fact.
Nigga, the president is the CEO of that company.
Unfortunately,
it's two Americans in this bitch. I'm dropping the jewel. I'm breaking the fourth wall, and then everybody know it's two Americans in this world.
And that other America is a straight up hoe. She's for sale. She don't give a fuck. She gonna give you whatever, long as your money right.
Yep, if your money right, you can do and have whatever the fuck you want.
Yep, sound like a bitch I knew in the hood, man. As long as your money right, you got it. That's America.
Motherfucking Jay-Z gave us that shit in the story of OJ. You wanna know how the Jews took over America? This is how they did it.
Shout out to Jay.
Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood. That's how you rent it.
Yeah. But you've been having people throughout history that's been doing that. Now I see it's more of us that's actually doing that. What's my man name?
Tony Montana said that shit. Nigga, I ain't doing nothing but washing dollar bills. This country was built on washing dollar bills.
That's true. See, Miami to this day, it's all built on drug money.
Yeah.
All built on drug money that they seized.
Yeah. Nigga, if you take drug money out the country, stock market crashes immediately. Immediately.
So are we just saying drugs in general?
Take drug money out the stock market.
Let me
I guarantee you that bitch
like
crack. Pharmaceutical.
Heroin? Okay, there we go.
Pharmaceutical,
there you
street drug, it's all the same. Nigga, Ritalin is a couple of molecules away from just being pure cocaine.
That's facts.
So nigga, it's all the same. So nigga, take drug money out the fucking equation. I guarantee you stock market crash within 1 hour. I guarantee.
It'd be a whole different ballgame.
It'd be a totally different market. Niggas, motherfuckers be running around that bitch like it was the Deuce. It was the Deuce. They'll be going crazy in that bitch.
Shout out Trading Places, right? Yeah.
They'll go nuts in that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. But that's where we at.
I mean, that's where we in.
Ever since with the opioid shit, like, and that's way before my time. So
nigga, that's what the whole war is over. The whole war over there is over oil and opium. It's a natural resource. It ain't because nigga your God and my God.
Right.
Man, fuck out of here.
So now motherfuckers about to chase the game though.
This shit ain't no holy. This shit wasn't no holy war. It was never a holy war. Why the fuck you think Saddam Hussein set that rig on fire back in the day? On camera.
That's not
to show nigga you not getting this oil, nigga. I burn this bitch before you get it.
That's not what they said the holy war is that. It's not Iraq or Kuwait. It was fucking Jerusalem and Israel. They the ones that's fighting the holy war.
That's now. I'm talking about after 9/11 when we went to Baghdad, Afghanistan, Iran, all that.
That shit wasn't about no holy war.
The campaign trail propaganda shit was the holy war. It was the Habibs versus us, the Americans,
over oil. It wasn't about.
But they never said it was about oil.
Americans knew that shit when that nigga started setting the fucking oil rigs on fire.
Oh no! That's when niggas started
oil up because he didn't want. If he couldn't have that shit.
That's when niggas started getting
nobody in the world was gonna get that oil.
That's when niggas
started. That's why we went over there.
That's when niggas started getting the realization that it wasn't over no motherfucking Allah and Jesus shit. It wasn't over no motherfuckers hijacking some planes and flying them shits into some motherfucking landmarks and shit.
Niggas knew that already.
But that's what they told the people.
Yeah, but
they never told the people, we going over there to fuck their shit up so we can take their oil.
You gotta read it.
But even before that, with Father Bush though, we forgetting
Desert Storm.
The Gulf.
Right, Desert Storm.
Yeah. Shout out to the
that oil too.
Mm-hmm. Same shit, different bullet.
And it was the same damn region.
Same concept, everything is.
Iraq. No wait.
And now I'm pretty sure the motherfucking war over Vietnam was over.
Now the real holy war is going down.
Because I know opium.
The real holy war is going down between
in Vietnam,
Israel, and fucking Jerusalem. That's where the real holy war is going down.
Yeah,
those are the ones that's been fighting for over 400 years.
And the thing is, it ain't no reason.
The real Infinity War.
There ain't no reason to be warned over that shit. God already said, motherfucker, well, you are coming into Jerusalem. Treat them brothers as your brothers.
King James.
But see, the thing is,
that's the Torah.
Israelites think that they're the chosen ones.
That's the Torah.
They think they're God's people.
Yeah.
So they think they have rights to all that land.
Now this is where the timelines
Jerusalem is like,
yeah.
because they got two different timelines suggesting
who's the
different,
chosen?
but it's the same. They talk about the same era, but it's two different shits.
Yeah, it's
right.
two different people within the same
Like
land.
what
So
the fuck?
who is the chosen people?
Me personally, I think it's the black people.
Is it the?
I think it's
black
us.
man?
I think it's black men.
But that's just it though. Everybody on that continent is born black.
Because
the area.
we're God's people. We're the special ones, and through fucking history, we've been getting the fucking fucked up end of this everything.
Yeah, because each time they colonize us, they breed with us, and they make the shade of us even lighter and
I have
lighter.
a theory
So.
on that, on why we are the most hated. I call it the Jesus theory.
We get screwed over the most.
Because when the Romans got wind of Jesus being the Son of Man, the Son of God, and his teachings, they treated him like they treat us. They bashed his name. They fucked him up physically. Made him walk a green mile with a heavy ass cross.
So
and the only
so
motherfucker who helped that nigga was the brother.
So it's safe to say
in that story.
Yeah.
So
it's
like
safe to say God was black.
So the theory, because he's born in Bethlehem. If the story is true, he's born in Bethlehem. Where's Bethlehem?
She's black.
Just like Adam and Eve. Where the fuck is the Garden of Eden at on the fucking planet? So based off of that, nigga, you know who's who. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers say, come on, they skin burns in that degree of heat.
That's facts.
Yeah, we know.
We absorb it. They burn.
Charlton Heston wasn't Moses.
Exactly. Shouts out to Charles Heston. That's one of my favorite actors. He was a beast when it comes to that art form. But the Jesus theory is, you know what I'm saying? Because they are not the son. That's that jealousy. The jealousy and envy, which are deadly sins.
So all around, we just in the trick bag.
But in the Christianity, Christianity God, he embodies at least 5 of them bitches. Wrath, envy, jealousy. He's the jealous God. They preach that shit. He's the jealous God. You'll suffer his wrath.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The nigga embodies that shit.
Yeah.
How can you embody something that you said is a deadly sin?
It's contradictory, right?
Yes. That's a big ass conflict of interest for me. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna tell me, nigga, I can't show nobody no wrath, but I'm your son?
See?
And I'm born in your image, and you show wrath.
So Charlamagne the God got on the radio today. It suggests that people was going to cancel culture the Bible. And he said this wasn't his opinion, but he said based off
how it was going.
Yeah, the knowledge need to be upgraded because the shit's on women, the shit's on homos, the shit's on everybody that now and how we living would be deemed a no-no.
But that just said though, if you look at it in that lens, we live in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. Everything that was going on in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah is going on right fucking now.
Wow. So it really
ain't nothing new.
Damn if you don't. Like what?
You live righteous. Live by the lessons.
Okay.
You be alright.
Okay.
Because the lesson says
so. The lessons, when we talking about the lessons, we talking about the 5% nation, right?
The lessons of knowledge of self.
Okay. Y'all hear that, right? Y'all hear that? Because it got to be a blueprint for something. It just seems like a lot of these blueprints are destined for everybody to fail.
And you think about it.
Everybody. Nobody survive, even the white folks.
Think about your most devoted Christian. Do they live by the motherfucking?
No, they be the most hypocrites.
See what I'm saying? Even with the pork. In the Bible it says, in the book of Leviticus it says, thou shalt not eat pork. It's an unclean meat. It shall be an abomination unto you.
Right. And we ain't
but when you point that out, they say, oh, we not going off the Old Testament. We just going off the New Testament. No, nigga, you go off the whole goddamn book.
You pick and choose.
Yeah. So you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. What you want?
Oh, my God.
You ain't supposed to eat sea crabs. The very next passage in that is the sea crabs. Nigga,
right.
You're not supposed to eat sea crabs. It's an unclean meat. It's the pork of the ocean, nigga.
You're in trouble then.
And motherfuckers be gluttony with it.
We in trouble, man. We in
It's
trouble.
like, hey, I don't judge you. Do what you do, my nigga. What you eat don't make me shit. I just give you the knowledge.
Facts.
I give you the knowledge and the wisdom. It's up to you to get the understanding. I can't give nobody understanding.
True. That's true. Right.
You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make that motherfucking horse drink. You can dunk his head in the water if you want, but if that nigga don't want to drink, he not gonna drink. You ain't gonna do nothing but drown him.
Just stand on that path, then.
Yeah,
Right
stay on your path. Like when God told who was old boy's wife? When he told old boy and his wife, follow this path, do not turn around. You turn around and look back, that's your ass in so many words. Oh, his wife turned around and got turned to a pillar of salt. Because she strayed from the path.
That sounds like some white people.
She ain't follow directions.
She strayed from the path.
That's a hell of a way, but yeah. I get that.
Stay in the path. Nigga, if the creator gave you this path, trust in the creator that he didn't pave this way for you. And you,
right.
Hey, I walk through the shadow of death. Nigga, I shall fear nothing.
Yeah.
No weapon formed against me shall work, nigga, because I got God for the religious ones.
That's facts. That's facts. And I dig that. I dig that.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta apply that. You gotta apply that wisdom to self.
Because it would be knowledge in everything.
Yeah.
Would y'all agree with
Yeah,
that?
it's knowledge in everything.
Knowledge in everything.
So you just gotta apply it. It's the application part that got the world fucked up because everybody want to be a fucking follower. That's why you got the Twitters of the world. You following or you follower?
Well, even that is a crazy concept because when I was a kid, that's all the shit they would talk about like in Revelations, like the web, and all this other shit. Now back then I didn't know what the fuck they was.
We live in those times.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
it's some real shit in it.
The web. I do know what the
you
web
gotta
is.
like you gotta learn you gotta know how to decipher and decode. Once you learn how to decipher and decode, the Bible start making more fucking sense. Them little, motherfucking folk tales and shit the stories that just sound like folk tales that they just passed on to children and shit just to keep the story alive.
Right.
Yeah, they folk tales, but it's some real shit in them. Once you decode and decipher it, like, oh, okay.
Hint these movies.
Hint these books.
The books a big one, man.
Yeah, you gotta hit these books, don't you?
The book's a big one.
Like the best book I've ever read was the Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. His wife published 8 more books after that one.
Yeah, shout out to Marcus Garvey Academy.
that one right there, that book right there, man, is like a Bible for me, man.
And with the Marcus Garvey, I think I was blessed enough to be able to get that knowledge like at an early age, because going to a African center school.
Yeah,
so sometimes I kind of look at it when people talk about it. It just be like, all right, because I lived it. I not lived the Marcus Garvey stage, obviously not, but the knowledge, having that shit at about 11, 12, 13, it changes your brain, man. Like you don't even look at shit the same. Like I never could get down with the concept of having no white Jesus or a white God. Like it didn't even make sense. Never made sense.
Right, the way it was broke down and taught to you. It
like how could it? How could it? That sounds like your conqueror trying to make you believe that he the one that created you.
Yeah, it's like nigga, that's a such a self brainwashing technique. If it ain't one.
Yeah. And it's only to be able to tell a group of people that, okay, a motherfucker that don't look like you, but praise that, it's just the psyche of that.
Yeah.
While white is right and black is wrong.
And then not only that, but once you start going through the rabbit hole and start learning that guy was forced on your fucking ancestors.
Yeah.
Nigga, conform or die.
Yeah. So it's actually the opposite. What they preach is, they the powerfulest and all this other bullshit, but it's really the opposite of the shit. And I think that we don't get enough of that. We don't see enough of that in the medias, movies. Like I said, I'm out here questioning the other movie because it felt like that they lessened in the black man in that one. But
that's why I didn't like the Gods of Egypt. How can you have a whole cast full of fucking Europeans?
Yeah.
And the where you at?
Yeah.
The landscape.
Yeah. But that wasn't the first,
Europeans
second, third, fourth time or fifth time that they did that. They gon' keep doing that.
It's like the origins of the European do not originate on that continent.
Cleopatra in the 70s they started to.
Well, I'm lying. It was.
They
do originate from that continent.
Say that again.
In creation, the European.
Okay.
In origin.
Okay. In origin.
Because you got to remember, he was ran out of the Holy City.
Okay.
By General Monk. And his troops ran them niggas up out of there.
Right. Okay.
Made them walk over, what was it, 2,200 square miles in the desert or whatever, some shit like that, into the Caucasus Mountains.
Okay. I was just going to ask you that too. So that brings that story.
So they definitely are a part of us. Because that goes into the science of, you know what I'm saying, Yakub and the germ.
Right.
The black germ, brown germ,
right.
Yellow germ, grafting period until it became white shit. That's the European.
Right.
That's what that's how it's explained in knowledge itself.
In the knowledge itself, but in history is also kind of explained like that too, to a certain extent.
Right.
The farther you go from the what's the name, the pigmentation of it, and it goes back. Yeah. So it's like the right and wrong shit. Like, okay, that's my lesser than type of shit versus my greater than.
Right, but they
flipped it though. Like,
yeah, they flipped it because
are greater than,
because they're greater than us in certain aspects, like fury and savagery and violence.
I like how you said that.
There's different aspects.
Hold on. What like
because you gotta remember, by nature we are peaceful.
Yeah.
By nature, they are not.
Right. Facts.
They came out them Caucasus Mountains, nigga, on the terror.
Yeah.
And they've been terrorizing ever since.
Ever since.
They have literally killed off a whole ethnic group that motherfuckers forgot about. The Tasmanian people.
I knew he was going there.
That was a real ethnic group. That was a real culture. That was a real people, man.
Looney Tunes did too,
and they killed every man, woman, and child, and then demonized the character of the Tasmanian. You dig what I'm saying?
See what they did.
But nigga, they killed off a whole fraction of people.
Big facts.
There will never be if a motherfucker in 2020 say they Tasmanian, they lying.
Either there, they need to get the fuck on.
They lying. Or they took one of them Tasmanian women and held her like super hostage and was just having their way.
See, you know what? Now that I'm making a joke of it, even that I got a question. Because, okay, yeah, that's what the history say, but...
Right, was anyone...
Is it for real? Like, the white man has a way of just...
Yeah.
awful lies to where it be like, what the fuck is real and what is not real? Like,
right.
That's the confusing part. Like,
it's the Matrix. What's
that's
real?
The confusing part. That's really confusing.
Is that air you're really breathing?
Air. Like, who named it that? How did, like, okay, so, alright. Drug files. Shout out to Korean Facts, right? Then you get your own facts out of that. But it's amazing how one theory turned into many theories.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Damn, we went on 2 hours.
Oh shit, we did good. We did good then. That mean we just talked our little hearts away.
Yeah, we did. My motherfucking laptop about to die.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Oh yeah, man. This turned out to be a really great episode.
I'm
gonna watch this motherfucker later on tonight, and it's entirely like I normally do.
Soon you pop it, man. Okay. Not only I'm watching, I'm spreading it everywhere. It's on now. Like a virus.
It's on now because we live.
Okay. Oh, shout out to the live world.
Yeah, hey. Shout out to the you and I verse. Right. Like we touched down on the whole other side of the globe. So we got a subscriber. No, it's either 1 or 2 subscribers from Germany that watch from time to time.
Wow, shout out Germany, man.
Right, shout out to our viewers in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything all right out there.
Hey, matter of fact, when one of y'all motherfuckers from Germany watch one of these shows, well, that give us y'all info, man. I support one of y'all, man. First one of y'all motherfuckers to get y'all info Y'all got a shirt on the house courtesy of Deuce the God. So y'all make sure y'all
and got body industries. I'll double down on
it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make sure that the world know we active for around here. Talk
for sure. Drop y'all info and I will send it.
That'll be me, man. It'll be my bill, man. So do that. Shout out to Germany. That's big.
Yeah, we did I think it was episode 6. We talk about cartoons. We talk about old school 80 cartoons that we grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Childhood shit. Toys and everything. We just talk about childhood shit. Motherfucking Germany popped up. They was like, yeah, we listen to all that from Germany. Like, oh shit, we just touched the other side of the globe.
That's what's up.
Like, that's milestone shit, nigga.
That's what's up. And all it take is one, like, Big Sean might have been right. One man probably could possibly change the world.
Yeah.
One tester at a time, man.
Yeah. Each one teach one.
Yeah. I don't want to meet that dude.
That one man?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the first nigga?
No, I said I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet that dude. Because that's the dude that said he's going to fuck everybody up. That's the answer.
But trust, man, you got open invitation, bro. Open invitation, anytime.
Hey, we gotta do this, man. I like this, man. I like this.
I was joking around with that shit, but I hope one day somebody really do that shit. Somebody come through, like on some BET, Big Ticket Rap City Debate, some shit. They just come down the stairs, just hop on the motherfucking show without it being said.
Like, oh, shit,
that shit be dope as hell.
Okay. That would be dope, too.
Motherfucker just pop up.
Right, just pull up.
Just pull up.
Just pull up.
I got 4 mics.